Hey Capricorn, I'm Lucy Ravenstone and welcome to my channel. I'm a little bit snuffly still, guys, so I may need to clear my throat. I've been sick, I swear, for like a whole month. It started with COVID and all that entails with COVID, I suppose. So bear with me. I am doing your reading for August. So let's see what's in store for you, Capricorn. Interesting. I'm kind of loving. So I'm using the Lady Cavendish. The first one's flying away. Cavendish Faery. Faery Oracle? Fairy Forest. For the top 3 cards, and I'm using the Energy Oracle cards for the main deck. Let's see what's in store for you guys. It seems very interesting. The cards are coming through pretty dominantly. Like, I'm not having to shuffle here, they're just like pick me. Interesting as well. Okay guys, let's see what's in store. I may shuffle back and forth. I'm on this stupid little stool. I may be moving soon, so this whole setup could change as well. New locations and things, but we don't know what the future holds just yet. We'll wait and see. You have the King of the Darkwood Elves. His authority, credibility and status. So I feel like this is important to you. I feel like it's important for you during August, kind of how other people see you. You want to be seen as this kind of somebody who can own what they have. And I feel like that's what you are dominating more in your life during this time. I do often like to add awareness to this, because sometimes if all you care about is how other people see you, you're really not focusing on the important things of life. So be mindful of that kind of shadow side to this card. But it's also a card that's kind of giving me strength. It is giving me kind of moody vibes. I will show you the imagery. Like, he is full on moody. And this is where I'm getting that kind of warning as well, to be wary of what you are prioritizing with this kind of energy. This is where you're at. It's the first card in the reading. This is you, you know. It's stern, it's moody, it feels as though it's so stubborn right now. Again, that it's not seeing the bigger picture. So please be wary of that, Capricorn. But it could be a very good card as well. It means that you are doing your best kind of to secure your position in society in the way that people view and see you, perhaps trying to be more credible, more reliable, which is a good thing. So remember, with every card we have, we can choose. This is the whole point of a reading. You can choose which side of the coin, so to speak, that you can that you choose to kind of use with that energy. You can be totally non-committal and authoritative and, you know, missing the bigger picture and hurting other people in the meantime because they're just the little ants below your feet. Or you can use it to be a team player, to be a team leader who is reliable, resourceful, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel with this energy of this. It's giving me a kind of pre-warning of not to kind of embrace the darkness that comes with it, and embrace the light. And this is confirming exactly what I just said. We have yin yang. And again, so with, sorry, I need to clear my throat. With that yin yang energy, which we have in here, again, it is showing the two sides, that light and dark. And I feel like there is this fight for balance for you right now. So everything that you're facing during this time, I feel like there is this fight of balance. And I do feel like you are swaying backwards and forward between the two. With that King of Darkwood Elves and this yin and yang, I feel like this is you discovering what you need to in order to balance it. So for other people, it does seem a little bit like you, well, it's what's happening is how I'm seeing it, is like you are back and forth. And one time you're kind of, I'm going to use good and bad, but they're subjective because no person is either good or bad. It's good and bad are choices with what we do every day. However, let's just say, like, sometimes you're making good choices and other times you're making bad choices, and it really does feel to and fro for me, as though you are fighting to find this balance. But I do feel the struggle within both with this. which is funny because now we've already just said the next card is Angel of Balance in reverse. So there's definitely that imbalance. Now I do feel like this Angel of Balance is more of a nurturing kind of energy, someone who is trying to kind of help you get to that balance, get to that. And I want to say, actually, I feel like they're trying to help you towards that more positive, more helpful side, rather than that to and fro. I do feel like there is a person who is this kind of Angel of Balance. Now the Angel of Balance does sort of come to say, you know, there is the energies that you're working with right now are kind of around you to create this. So what you're going through, these fights within you, internally and externally. When I say internally, it really feels like that's something that's quite dominant. Like there's a reason for why this is happening. It's to help you really see what you need to do to create this balance in your life, and where balance is needed as well. I do feel like for quite a long time this has been brewing and building up to this moment, because just imbalance. There's been imbalance for so long that this is creating that balance for you. And it does feel like a fight as well, Capricorn, within yourself. Next we have third chakra, Archangel Michael. Now this is very interesting because the third chakra for me, this is to me kind of where you channel that light source. It's your gut instinct, it's your kind of your intuition, or how you channel it in a different way than the third eye. It's not communication, it is, but it's a different form of communication. To me it's like where our wisdom brews. Now when we're imbalanced, this is impaired. We feel like we can't trust our gut. So I do feel like here it is upright, which is a good sign. It does feel like you are taking steps to trying to get to yourself into this position where our third chakra is whole, it's healed, and we are now able to make the right decisions. But with this card, I feel like this is it. You don't know what choices are the right ones, and this is your imbalance. This is the chaos that's kind of creating around you, leading up to this time. I won't say leading up to this time, because I do get this sense that during August, especially with this in the position upright, that you are seeing that balance come into play. You are kind of I won't say overcoming the chaos, but I feel like you're still flowing through things. However, I do feel like the harder times, the battles have kind of been fought, if that makes sense. I don't feel like there is a win here. It's not about winning, it's about kind of what you can discover through your battles. And I kind of think that is important as well, Capricorn. As I'm saying that, it's triggering all this kind of intuitive thing through me. To say to you is, I feel like you need to realize that when you are fighting, when you are, you know, trying to be strong, struggling with external, internal, all this thing, like, are you trying to win? Why are you trying to win? What are you trying to win? Because there are no wins in life. And I don't say like there's no ups, there's no like glory. What I'm saying is, like, you can't live your life to win. If you always want to be the best at something, if you always want to come out on top, you will find yourself at the bottom again, trying to fight your way back up. Because sometimes I feel like with this egotistical factor of winning, like, yay, I've won, you're constantly squashing other people, you're missing the points that you get from the battles. Like, the point of battles that when they're thrown at us is to learn and discover. So usually, often, the person who loses, I'll say, loses in life, doesn't get the job, you know, you've been struggling, doesn't get the job, the relationship breaks down, I don't know, you know, you lose things, anything in your life, you know, people, objects, homes, things like that. And the person that is in the loss, they often learn more from that, because it was something that they had to learn. You know, if you just win something, you go, yay, I won! And then, you know, a lot of people do not get the growth there. They don't feel that growth, which usually often is why the people that do win in these scenarios are the ones that are deserving of it, because they do see that. Not always. You know, life's lessons are always different. But what I am saying, and I hope that makes sense with how I said that, is that, you know, don't focus on a win. Focus on balance and fairness. Focus on, I guess, your health. Focus on family. Focus on the things that are important. Because I really feel like the whole point of this first column is that for a very long time there's been a massive imbalance, and the important things have not been the priority. And I do feel like so many of us do this now, and then it creates this chaos that we create ourselves, that we have to correct, because at the end of the day, when something is shoved under a rug, it's gonna start fighting to get out from underneath it, right? This is why we shouldn't suppress feelings and emotions and things like that. Okay, the next card is the Mabon. She is reversed. Shining, hope and future. Now this really makes sense that she was reversed, because I get this sense that you're not too hopeful about the future. You're not sure where you're going, like this indecisive. I'm not sure what the right decision to make is. So this is totally making sense for me. However, she is, and I'll show you the imagery, she is shining. To me, this is like seeing beyond yourself. And this is, again, I definitely feel like your focus has been so much on yourself that, again, the bigger picture is not being seen, because, like, it just feels like it's above her head. She knows, she's wise, she knows that everything in the future will be fine, because we always, you know, each time we have a hiccup, we overcome this hurdle and something better comes along, or something new, something different, that we didn't realize we needed, but, you know, there is that reason. We figure out what we needed. Sort of thing, that kind of vibe. Sorry, my voice is changing. It will do that because yeah. Goddess of the Moon reversed. Okay, so this is, to me, this is, again, seems like suppressed and hidden feelings. This definitely feels, again, it's giving me this sense of you. So she is reversed. So the moon typically can indicate hidden things, so hidden feelings, secrets, and usually when it comes up, like the moon card in tarot, you know, it can mean that things will be revealed, or that there's something underneath the surface. Now, she's the goddess of the moon, and she was reversed, and I feel like this is sort of saying you need to kind of just open yourself up, is what I want to say. I feel like you've shut yourself off, and you've put yourself down for so long that this is what it's telling you, you know. If you want hope, you need to start revealing yourself. Start being truthful to yourself. Very interesting. Again, I'm definitely getting a sense of you feeling shut off during this time. What's going on, Capricorn? We have community in reverse. So with this community card in reverse, I feel like, again, with the focus being on the wrong things, I do feel like you have been focusing kind of on yourself, on what makes you feel good, socializing. I kind of feel like pouring your money into the wrong places is what I want to say. I feel like because you've been trying to get yourself out there, I feel like this comes with the chaos. It's kind of like you've been fighting to kind of find something, that you've pushed yourself out of your limits towards something, and I just feel like it's because you're making rash actions here, so I feel like you need to slow down with the socializing, and again, be more authentic to yourself, because I feel like this is out of character for you as well, so I feel like you're not actually enjoying it, even though you're doing it. I mean, what is the point of socializing if it's not for enjoyment, you know, or if you're not gaining anything from it, or more than you are losing from it, you know what I mean? If you're doing something that's making you feel bad about yourself, then this is when you should be changing things. You shouldn't be just continuously putting yourself in these situations. Now, this is the daughter value. This is what's going to get you good. If you kind of, I feel like slowing down and putting your priorities in perspective. Hi, Bugs. Sorry, my kids are home. It's Saturday. Prioritizing and putting things that are meaningful, that are kind of worthy of your time, of your effort, it's going to bring you great value. This is abundance. This is like the daughter value. It's full of, you know, it's falling money, but this is not just money. This is abundance. This is happiness. This is where we want to go. And it feels like to me that's opening up for you. But you need to assess and make sure that you are prioritizing things that are important. Stop prioritizing things that are kind of band-aids to things, which is quite interesting. And as I say this again clarifies that for me. We have Blood Month. Now, Blood Month is about sacrificing something. So her little words are sacrificing offerings and decisions. Now, she's about making a sacrifice of something that could be meaningful to you, that shows, it's kind of like it shows the universe that you are willing to make the sacrifices you need to get where you want to be, to get where you deserve to be. It's kind of like that law of attraction, letting go of things no matter how much you kind of have that sentimental value, you know, by, you know, handing out down those old toys of your kids that they don't play with, but you're like, oh, but I remember them playing with. Letting them go opens up more space for new things, new family times, new adventures, room in the house, more happiness all around because there's less clutter. You know what I'm saying? Like sacrificing something that might be meaningful, sentimental, really can open you up to something much more clear. I do feel like it's a lot more important than that, but that's an example that came to my mind. I'm definitely getting home within all of this. I feel like that a move is in place, which does make sense because I know a Capricorn that this could totally relate to all of it, which is why I'm like, oh, interesting. Sorry guys, my son grabbed the camera, so hopefully you got the message there. But yes, time to make a sacrifice. Again, I'll just repeat what I said just to make sure that it came through. Roughly, I feel like there's a home involved. It's like kind of like letting go in order to kind of move forward from this space. Again, this imbalance, fighting, this battling, this kind of making the wrong choices. I feel like it's time for you to kind of let go of the resistance you've been holding within yourself. And this makes sense. We have rest and rejuvenation. It is in reverse. I feel like this is telling me that it's now a time to kind of, I want to say it's time for you to start making actions. It's time for you to stop resting, kind of like waiting on something, in the sense of I feel like you just kind of, I want to say hesitant. It doesn't feel like really you're waiting, but it's like you just in this space where you are just like, I can't do anything until this happens and stuff like that. I feel like that's time to get out of that energy. You know, get moving, kind of just kick the life force into your life. And I say this because if you look at him upright, because the light's behind you and it's a window, it can be a bit hard to focus. But it's like the life force is surrounding him, and I feel like that's something you need to work on to get back. I do feel like rest and rejuvenate can be taken very literally here, but with it reverse time, I feel like it's time to stop kind of procrastinating on what might happen in the future. It's time to focus on the now and get yourself in this kind of, again, life force back. Get that life force back. Man holding a coin in reverse. Upright, it would mean that there is a guy helping you. I actually kind of want to say, be wary of a guy that might try and help you. I kind of want to say that there might be someone that is, I don't want to say financially burdening. I feel like by relying on somebody that you are just relying on, I feel like this is out of character for you as well. Very out of character things happening for you during this time, at least leading up to this point. So be wary of a guy that you might feel that I'll just take a risk with, and I feel like don't take any risks with your finances during this time, because again, socializing, going out, I feel like you're putting your money in all the wrong places, and this is confirming. But definitely wary of a masculine kind of figure with this one. And with these cards, normally I don't apply gender to my cards, and again, it could be a masculine, feminine, a masculine, female, of course. But with these cards, we have the lady with a coin and a man with a coin, so definitely more of male energy with this card. Your final card, okay, interesting. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So she's reversed. So I feel like you think that the way you're seeing things is correct, right? With 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, she is connected to the divine. Her intuition is flowing. Now, this to me is saying that your intuition is not on point right now. You're not balanced. You're not in a good place. So I feel like you're jumping to conclusions. You're making mind up based on just incorrect things. It's like, again, with this chakra, with the gut instinct, I just feel like while you think you are so stubborn and stuck in the kind of headspace that you are correct, to me this is giving me energy of like, kind of don't believe your thoughts is what I want to say, or that your mind is taking you on the wrong track. I wouldn't normally say things like that when doing my guidance, but this is how it's coming through me. I definitely feel like there's a lot of mental work to be done within yourself. Again, we're making wrong choices. We're kind of, I feel like when you are putting your money in the wrong places, it's because there is work to be done within yourself. So mental health, spiritual health, all that kind of thing that is internal with yourself that's just imbalanced, it can make us externally make bad choices. I know for myself, like I can make impulse purchases, well not impulse purchases, things that I want because I'm a Taurus. What I'm saying is I will spend more because it's kind of like covering, it's my band-aid. It makes me feel better in that moment. And then like it's kind of like realizing that, hang on, why am I doing this? It's because it's a distraction. It's something, and that's why I feel like these are for you. This socializing in a way that's not your character anymore. Socialize, putting your money and trust in somebody. I just feel like it's so out of character during this time. So I feel like you need to stop listening to the voices in your head and slow down and start like it's connecting with you. This is the end of the column where we have rest and rejuvenation in reverse. I feel like you're not being true and your authentic self during this time. And that's really something to work on because you don't want to, and this is what I mean by this card, like he can be a very honourable man, but I don't know, he's giving me a sneaky, moody, miserable kind of vibe, and that does not feel authentic to the person that you feel you are, but it's the person you're being. And I do think it's because you think that that's how everyone sees you, it's how you feel that you can cope now during whatever you've been through during this year or prior to this. It just feels like everything's built up within you that you can either channel it through moodiness or you can channel it into something that's productive to be your authentic self so people can see the real you and stop hiding behind those walls that are going to kind of keep you in this imbalance. I hope that makes sense for you, Capricorn. I do have to piece this video together because of the slight interruptions. So if there is a little overlap with some guidance, I hope it makes sense. But yeah, thank you for being here and I'll see you next month. Thank you guys.